Radio, taking it to the edge and back. Scotty, Scotty, Scotty,
I'll take it. Scotty,
All right, you're listening to Scotty Presents. I'm your host, Scott Israel. We've got, as usual, my co-host, Hannah Sarver. How's it going today, Hannah?
Hey. It's going good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good.
Chilling. Todd, what's up, Todd? Producer
Hey, what's
Todd.
up, man? How are you?
Thanks for having us again, man. We're here at Idiot Radio, and with us today we have Rachel Barovic. Did I say that right?
No one calls me that.
Oh, well, we have Rachel from Little Good Bad.
Rachel B.
Rachel B.
But you did actually say it right. Rachel
I
Borvik
did.
is correct. It's
All
an
right.
expensive and rare Russian mushroom.
Awesome.
Not a psychedelic
No,
one.
I was gonna
but
ask.
a tasty one.
Is it tasty mushroom?
Yeah. It's like in food, delicacy kind of stuff.
Yeah, sure. So I gotta ask you, as a musician and someone of a musical background, what do you think of that opening song?
I was giggling. It's
Right?
amazing. It's amazing. And music is meant to get a reaction. And
Yeah, sure.
it totally got a reaction
Right?
from me. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, I love it. I love
It's
it.
great.
It's great. All right.
It's awesome.
Cool. All right. So Rachel from Little Good Bad. Where did that name come from? That is an interesting name. I rather like it.
Well, thank you. We thought about names for a long time. And Little Good Bad is kind of all-encompassing of like what we stand for, because we're all a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying, Hannah?
Oh, I like it a lot.
So, yeah, but ironically, I was walking my dog, who's like a little feisty dachshund, Jack Russell.
You have a dachshund, like a wiener dog?
A wiener dog, yeah.
All
I
right.
have a mild
That's awesome.
obsession. And
Yeah.
Billy, who's also in the band, called him Little Good Bad.
No.
And I was like, we were both like, looked at each other like, hey, like Little Good Bad.
Yeah.
Like Little Good Bad. Is that taken? Because everything else is taken. Even
Yeah.
everything's taken is taken.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like everythingstaken.com is taken.
Oh, that's crazy.
But Little
like
Good
that
Bad was
name.
available.
But that makes sense because little dogs are shitheads. So.
Yeah. And like, they are.
But they're still good boys. But they're
Right.
like terrifying little dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, That's what you're saying. Isn't there a case where a pack of wild dachshunds murdered a person somewhere?
My brother just sent me this text. It's an article that said like Oklahoma woman killed by pack of dachshunds, which is both
So
tragic
you would think
and
like
kind
it's
of
like
funny.
an aggressive or like big dog. That's probably like a wiener dog or like a chihuahua. They're like angry and like
And a pack of them. Oh my god. That's like it's not a great way to go, but I think
have your ankles mauled.
I think I'd rather be taken out by a pack of wiener dogs than like one Rottweiler though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
I don't know. Either way, you're pretty terrifying. It's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
Everyone loves dogs. Puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dogs are
no,
good.
wiener dogs make me really happy. Like when I see them, the other day I was walking somewhere and this woman had 3 wiener dogs, and I just felt instant happiness.
I feel like news channels, we don't have to do like bad news. It should all be like puppies and kittens on a news channel 24/7.
I would live in that world for sure. That sounds a lot more pleasant. Yeah.
The world would be a better place.
Yeah, because there's a lot of good stuff going on too, but they never really show
No,
that.
they don't care.
Yeah, and puppies and everything. Like, yeah.
So how did you start this band?
Well, it's kind of been like a natural progression. It started off me as Rachel B, a solo artist, and I was writing the music, and then Billy and I became friends, and then
And Billy's he's a drummer, right?
he's a drummer. He plays a little bit of everything, and he produces with Din Winwood a lot of the music in Little Good Bad. Din lives in Philly, and he's like an electronic DJ producer, like into Skrillex and Diplo and like heavy stuff.
That's my kind of guy.
Yeah,
Awesome.
no, he's makes music that feels really good. And Billy comes from like a punk rock background. He likes like Tom Waits and like stuff like that, like more rough and aggressive. And I come from like a soul Motown background.
Oh yeah.
And somehow we all ended up together playing music, and now we've been like building a team of really amazing creative people and kind of a movement of people who are just like multifaceted in many ways and like trying to show all the layers of our personality, not just one dimension with little good bad.
Yeah, sure. So you said movement. In what ways is your band and the show that you put on? Because you put on a hell of a show. I saw you at Club Cafe in December, and there were lights. There was a smoke machine, and obviously the music was, it enraptured me.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's a very nice thing to say. That makes me happy to hear. Yeah, I mean, it's a movement because we're trying to create an experience, and it started off with me, but it's become so much more than that. It's become all of these people, like, with so many amazing creative ideas that it no longer felt right for me to be a solo artist. It felt really weird saying, like, we're Rachel B.
Right.
When there was all these people contributing such amazing ideas. So that's why I call it a movement, because we've got people who do special effects, makeup, and wardrobe. My friend Jen has been making me amazing costumes. She made me a pink satin boxing robe that I'm
nice.
really gonna be wearing like
That's badass.
almost all the time.
I'd wear that like every day. All
Yeah,
day.
it's really hard to take off. Like, and lots of cool stuff like that. Jess is dancing and putting some really amazing choreography to the music. So there's lots of stuff happening, and we try and create an experience for people at our shows.
Awesome. And it is an experience. Now you're talking about being influenced by Motown and how.
So Motown and also like 90s R&B, which I feel like is the core of every woman's soul.
Mm-hmm. But I'm the same way too, Motown, for sure.
It just makes you feel good.
So like growing up, like in my mom has a video of me like doing Stop in the Name of Love.
Yes.
Like I have a video.
Great.
It's like my mom was like obviously creeping on me, and like I was just doing my own thing. But yeah, I understand.
Yes. No, totally. I love that. I love the Supremes. That's like right up my alley.
Oh yeah.
There's just something so timeless about the songs and the women too, the way that they were like sexy without trying and just like so classy but intriguing, and I don't know, that I just sometimes I wish I was born in that era. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. And
I
90s
agree.
like R&B and hip hop is just like, it just makes my soul have like wings.
Who do you
Yeah,
like?
it just makes you happy.
Who do you like the from 90s R&B and hip hop?
Gosh, I mean, I love everything from like for R&B, like TLC, Destiny's Child. I mean, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but I'm also not. Like even like Ja Rule, like 90s
no,
hip hop
no.
with Ashanti,
Oh,
you know.
They were like the dynamic duo back
Like,
in the day.
Yeah, like
I feel like
Blackstreet.
what if they came out with like a song this year? Like I think
It would kill.
minds would be blown.
I agree. It would sell. It
They
would
need
like
to
break
do it.
records.
All right, let's
Yeah.
hit them up.
We should definitely reach out.
Yeah, it's already a
They might like that. I mean, get a
Yeah.
revival
Do you
going.
like? I love Lauryn Hill. I feel like Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill, yes, absolutely. I love Erykah Badu. She's not really like 90s totally, but I love
she
that
is.
kind of.
Oh yeah,
Would you say 90s?
yeah, for sure.
I guess she's had such a long career that I
Yeah.
don't associate her as like heavily as like TLC to me is like
Yeah.
90s.
That was like one of my first cassette tapes. Was the Crazy Sexy Cool.
That's a great. That's one of my favorite
Right?
records. Yeah.
Digging on you. Oh
Yes.
yeah. Digging. Oh,
Yeah.
we all loved it.
Great song.
Yeah.
Do you, as a man,
Did you like
that
TLC?
stuff?
Do you know who TLC is?
I mean, I don't.
doesn't know
usually-
who it
no,
is.
that's not at all true because I went to a public school, and as you may know, you get inundated with pop culture whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
And no, I don't like to publicize the silly girly songs that I like, but I do like TLC.
So like, what's like the most embarrassing song that you rock out to when you're alone?
Oh, I was rocking out to your song in the car on the way here,
But
and
that's
it's
not
hot out
embarrassing.
today.
That's not embarrassing.
And it's hot out today, and the guys in the I have a Prius, so
Nice.
that's already a check in the wrong category, right? So
Nothing wrong. You're a reliable, practical man. Nothing wrong with a Prius.
Thank you. So I'm blasting your little good bad with the windows down, and the guys in the trucks and the muscle cars kind of gave me a weird look, but all the girls were like, yeah, I get it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But what about like like not one of my songs, like one that more
Like a
people might be
guilty
familiar
pleasure.
with. Yeah, guilty pleasure.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
and we need to know yours, but Scott, you first.
I don't have one at the tip of my brain. What have I been listening
And
to
I'm
lately?
gonna say mine. I have mine.
I don't know. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Ezra Furman. I mean, it's.
He's not getting this conversation.
Yeah, it's like something that's like, because I hate whenever like you're playing your Apple Music and it's like, oh, play your music, and it's like you have to skip because there's so many like embarrassing good
Yeah.
songs. But it's like for me, okay, my guilty pleasure is the Frankie Valli Grease theme song.
Oh wow.
The theme
That-
song
that's-
from Grease.
But that's not too bad. That's
Okay.
not like guilty.
All right, okay. But I feel like who's listening to like the Grease theme song?
I
on their
mean,
phone?
that's good stuff.
And then
That's good
And
music.
then also I love whenever the John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John song comes on. my
Yes,
phone.
the
You're the one that I want.
you and me have some things in
Okay,
common.
I'm
I
like-
used
I
to
love
sing that
musicals.
around my
Okay.
house, and my brother would
So
like beat
those
the
are
shit
my
out of
two.
me.
Yeah, I love Grease. So those are my guilty pleasures. So what are
Yeah.
yours?
I don't know if this would be considered a guilty pleasure, but like Shaggy wasn't me.
No,
You know what I mean?
everyone loved that song.
With
I'm
the
trying-
Mr. Boombastic
Or
song?
like,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't me.
No, that was
Call
a
Me on the
different song.
Cow?
He had that song
Oh,
and
Call Me Maybe, Carly Rae Jepsen.
that's like iconic.
That's guilty
I feel
pleasure.
like when the violins go off, I feel like my soul like bursts into happiness. So I agree.
Yeah, then that's definitely like a guilty pleasure song because it's
Yes.
annoying as. Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah, fuck.
It's annoying as fuck, you know,
But
but it's
you
also
know,
so catchy.
It's so catchy.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it a lot.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'll have to keep thinking about that question. Though. I'm sure I have some more
Okay,
guilty
yeah.
pleasures.
All right, so your music, in my opinion, is fun. It's upbeat. You could easily dance to it, but like, how would you categorize it genre-wise?
I would call it pop music, electro pop music. And you know what? Like, the word pop is kind of like scary because that turns some people off, especially people who are a little snooty.
Yeah.
They're like, ugh, that's popular. I'm so cool. But like the Beatles are pop. Like pop music
Yeah.
is popular music. That's all encompassing. That's why I like pop music is because it's like not one dimensional. There's
Yeah.
so many realms within pop.
Sure.
So
I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
hell yeah,
that's
Everyone
pop.
is.
that's like the best pop there is.
Yeah, I watched the whole documentary on how all of his dance moves are really a secret language. You know?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I need
Yeah.
to see that. I
What
love
documentary is
documentaries.
that?
I saw it on Netflix maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It's probably not even on there anymore. But if you search the web, you'd probably find it somewhere.
That's
Oh.
very interesting.
And actually, this new video with the dude from Community, he started a music career. What's his music name? He just came out with a new video. The black guy from
oh, the black guy with the new
from
video.
Community. The black guy from Community, the TV show Community. You don't know this one with Allison Brie and
I don't.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, I'm familiar, like I've heard of it, but I don't know any of the characters.
Okay, so
I'm
there's
sorry, Scott.
Oh,
There's
it's all right.
2 Michael Jackson documentaries. Is it Life of an Icon?
Dude,
Because I'm trying to, because I really want to see that. Or is it
This Is It was
This Is It? Was that movie?
Jamal Glover has he's like he just put out a song, and he uses dance moves that are really sharp and particular, and I think he's making a reference to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I was just at a bar and they were playing Rock With You.
Me
Like
and-
everyone
so
was
good.
just like,
Me and you and Izzy watched that
good.
video after we interviewed him a couple weeks ago.
okay.
What do you,
What was the name of the guy? What was the name of the guy?
Donald, or oh my gosh, Childish Gambino.
Thank
Oh.
you.
He did the-
Thank you.
This
oh,
is he
Thank
did
you.
the-
you
this-
gave no. Like,
yeah, wait.
You know what? It's not my fault you don't watch TV shows. All right?
I love
I
Childish
like
Gambino.
Childish Gambino's great.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
great. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is that new video, you're familiar with it, right? Where he dances, he blows that guy's head off.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Now it's coming together.
All right, and
yeah.
he does all these really stylized dance moves
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
no real. I just think it's a reference to Michael Jackson and that whole dance language.
I mean, those are the things I think that separate like an artist from just someone who's singing.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
But I agree. He had some similar good dance moves.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like Michael Jackson, if you're a dancer and a singer, you're influenced by him in some way,
Oh, he
shape, or
influenced
form.
everyone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. You know who? What do you guys think of Bruno Mars?
I like him.
I love him. I think he's great, and I love
Yeah.
seeing like someone in pop music, like that at least is like coming close to like Michael Jackson and
Yeah.
Prince and things
Well,
like that.
Word.
Janelle Monáe too.
Yeah, that's what I think about The Weeknd.
The Weeknd too. I mean, sometimes he legit sounds like Michael Jackson.
I saw him live in concert. I'm not even joking you. First of all, I was crying the whole concert, obviously.
Yeah.
And I saw Kelly Clarkson in concert and The Weeknd. I thought The Weeknd's voice was better.
Wow, they're very
Like
different
his
voices.
voice was his voice was so amazing. It might have not been like he doesn't like dance and stuff like Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
but like the performance, the visuals, the stage.
Yeah.
His voice just
Yeah.
like
You know, I don't usually like male voices that much, like singers, but I love The Weeknd's voice.
No,
yeah.
You need to
would
see
that
him
be
live.
considered sexist?
I call it what you want.
Why not? What have you got against it? There are a lot of great male voices in Motown.
But that's why a lot of people don't like them. They say he sounds like Michael Jackson. I was like, that should be why you like him.
I just, something about a woman's voice is more sultry and inviting.
Mhm.
And also, I think that women go a little bit deeper, if you will. Like they just have more capacity for emotions. And so I think that comes out in their voice.
Who do you think is like your favorite or best singer female vocalist of all time?
Okay, so that's a really difficult question. I will say my favorite artist. I'm not saying my favorite. She is an amazing singer, but I don't think she's the best singer of all time. But she's my favorite artist is Robin, the Swedish artist. You know, like Call Your Girlfriend.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
because she's an artist and she's not
Yes.
trying to be anything. As far as like female vocalists go, Minnie Riperton is one of my favorite singers. She's like an old classic.
Oh, okay, yeah. Back in the day.
And
yeah.
Ella Fitzgerald and
Oh, yeah.
and then Whitney. Like Whitney, like
agree.
no one can even.
Oh, she's got range for sure.
I was going to say, Scott, obviously, chime in.
Yeah, what singers do you like?
Who cares? This is about you. This is all about you. I like
yeah,
all
I
sorts
mean,
of
this
my
is a
own things.
conversation.
Scott
How-
has a
how
bunch
does-
of questions.
How does your appreciation for the female voice inform your music that you make?
I mean, my music is very. So I write my songs, and it's from a feminine perspective. I do think that my music is relatable to both men and women, but I'm a woman, so my songs are from like a female perspective.
Sure.
So other female artists influence me deeply, you know. Yeah, does that answer your question?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys were on a nice roll. You called me out. I didn't know what the. I know what you want me to say.
He's nervous.
So how do you feel? Do your parents listen to your music? Do they come to your shows?
Oh, boy. My mother is my biggest fan.
That's sweet.
I think my father would prefer me to do something a little more practical.
Why?
But both of my parents are amazing, supportive people.
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you have any good stories from like being a performer? I've only been performing in front of live audiences for like a year and a half as a comedian.
Yeah.
I imagine you have some really good stories as a musician and a dancer and a performer. Do you have a best good night and best bad night?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there's so many moments along the way, and that's like truly like one of my favorite parts about music is the people you get to meet and see how like the music affects them. Like Hannah was just telling me about like Lana Del Rey and how she like speaks to her, you know, and
Yeah.
as a singer, like, and as a writer, like that's like the most powerful thing you could say. Like just last night I was in the bathroom after a show and this girl came in and she said, no matter what happens, please don't ever stop making music because I need your music.
That's awesome. That's a great compliment.
And I teared up, you
I
know.
think I would have died.
Yeah.
I
inside.
teared
would've-
up.
Oh my god,
And
that's
she
awesome.
told me that if she could make music, she would be saying what I'm saying, that it like spoke directly to her, and like that's the ultimate compliment. So any moments like that. Well, once this woman saw us perform on the news, and she drove an hour to be there because she said the song was exactly how she was feeling. And like moments like that, like are what keep me doing this, you know, and just keep me
Yeah.
inspired. And like that's what it's all about. But yeah, there's been some shitty moments too. Oh, ultimate shitty moment. Okay. So Billy and I were driving from New York to Pittsburgh.
All right.
We played a show. We had our car broken into. They shattered the driver's windshield, and they took pretty much everything in the car, like merchandise, equipment,
Wow.
a bunch of stuff. And then we hit a hailstorm driving back without a window. So we
Oh,
were just
no.
drenched in like, and freezing and shivering, and that's an 8-hour drive.
Wow.
And Billy and I were both like just freezing, and we were like, this is horrible. And then we both just started laughing hysterically. And we were like, we're crazy.
But no, usually like something like that happens. Like it's so terrible that you have to laugh at the pain. You're like,
Yeah.
this is fucked up.
And it's a make or break moment because, you know, when your gear gets stolen, like, you know,
Jesus.
sometimes you're talking $10,000-$20,000 of gear, and you're a musician. That's
Oh
your
my
livelihood,
God.
you know, like, yeah, it's like a fire or something in your home. Like, you're like, shit, what am I going to do? Thank God I had insurance.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Thank God.
Did the insurance cover
It-
everything? The
Pretty
stolen?
much everything.
Wow, that's lucky.
These guys left money in the car and stole like everything else. Who the?
Was the money harder to find?
No, it was like $200 just sitting right
sitting
out,
there.
and they left it.
That's so maybe they were just fans that wanted your merch.
Yeah,
you know, they just wanted to
please,
give all
Please.
Unless they were
They
like,
could have
okay,
just asked.
whoever did like go. Like maybe they were like did it fast and like,
I think the
who-
cops showed up and
probably
they ran.
something. Oh,
But
what the
like,
fuck?
if I was robbing a car,
Yeah.
you best believe I wouldn't be leaving money there.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I've never robbed.
I wouldn't do it. But if
Yeah.
I were, I'm not going to
Oh,
leave
yeah.
money and take an independent artist T-shirt.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It's got to be a fan. They
They
just
stole
wanted
my
that
glasses.
T-shirt.
Like
It
I
was
had these
merchandise.
really dope glasses.
Free
They were like
merchandise.
$500 that I loved, like irreplaceable, one of a kind glasses.
yeah.
That was a hard one. That was a hard loss. The guitar too was a hard loss.
jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. So that
Get
was a
a-
rough moment. But when we got to Pittsburgh, there were fireworks, and it was just kind of funny because we were like, okay,
Fireworks in a
let's
hailstorm.
celebrate. this
yeah, like
shitty
it's
ass-
over.
Yeah.
I love Pittsburgh, by the way. I moved
Yeah.
to Pittsburgh. It'll be 4 years in August, and every time I come back to Pittsburgh, I'm just like really happy and grateful.
Where'd you move from?
Los Angeles.
Are you born and raised L.A.?
No, Michigan, northern Michigan.
All right. So, take us on that journey. How do you end up from Michigan to Los Angeles?
So I met Billy actually in Boston. Billy's from Virginia. I'm from Michigan.
Yeah.
Din's from Philadelphia. I met Billy in Boston at college, and we both went our separate ways and ended up in L.A. He was working for film composers, and I was writing for TV shows, General Hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's,
wow.
That's really interesting. How did you end up writing for General Hospital?
You know,
There are probably
Just
people that
random.
would die to get that gig, and you're like,
Well,
ugh,
so
it's
I
my
got it-
day
no,
job.
no,
I
no,
want to
no.
make
Stay at
music,
home
you
moms
know?
are like this
no,
bitch.
I mean, no, I mean, I love writing music, and to see your music in any kind of film is really cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's really low in the mix. It's like barely there. You know,
Yeah.
But it was a really cool experience. I don't really even know how that came about. I went to some event and met a producer that was working with some things, and so I wrote with him, and then one of the songs got placed, and then that started me getting some other songs placed.
Cool.
But ultimately, Billy and I both wanted to be artists and not like work for other people and be like executing someone else's vision. We wanted to execute our own vision. So we booked a cross country tour, and we stopped in Pittsburgh because I had a friend who was hosting house concerts.
Okay.
We're supposed to be in Pittsburgh for one day. I stayed for a week and like ended up moving here like 2 months later
Wow.
because I met amazing people. I love Pittsburgh. I really think like people that are from here, I'm not sure they know like how great it is.
Aw,
Yeah,
that's
like,
me, born and raised.
Laid back
Yeah.
for a relatively large city in America. You don't have a lot of like. It's a huge art scene, and everybody's cool, and even the business people seem to be
Mhm.
laid back.
I think the people here are amazing. I've met so many wonderful people. It's also really affordable to live here and
It
like
is.
Yeah.
not stressful. Like I got a $500 ticket in LA.
Yeah.
You know, like that
Jesus.
shit wears on you.
Yeah.
And like you can never find parking, you know, all those things. Like Pittsburgh is like it's like a city with a Midwest, you know, vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I agree. Do I sound like I have a Pittsburgh accent? Everyone was, you're from Pittsburgh. How do people know?
Okay, there's definitely a Pittsburgh accent. I didn't pick up on that with you, but there's a
Okay.
Michigan accent too. I have it.
I don't think you have an accent.
Like people say like pop, like we say kind of like pop.
No, yeah. So I've been to Chicago and they say it like pap.
Yeah, that's
And
kind of the Midwest
sax.
thing. Yeah, I've tried to like get away from that.
No, you don't sound like
Well,
it. That's
thank you.
good.
I
Thank you.
appreciate
We
that.
appreciate it.
I don't hear a Pittsburgh accent with you. Do you
Oh,
think she has a
thanks.
Pittsburgh accent?
But aren't you?
I
You're
don't
from
know.
like you're from like backwoods area.
Yeah. Yeah. that's
Where?
not-
Like,
I
You're from like the country.
yeah. Well, I mean, I spent on yeah. I grew up underneath a rock in the middle of the woods.
You sound
That's
great.
what I do. All right, we're going on commercial.
For all your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort?
Looking for a DJ for your next party, corporate event, wedding, or special occasion? Contact Rich Who Entertainment, the official DJ of Idiot Radio. For free quote and information, give them a call at 412-266-1266. That's 412-266-1266. Rich Who Entertainment, DJs for all occasions.
You're listening to Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, food truck and catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheel.
All right, so you're listening to Scotty Presents. We're here with Rachel B. from Little Good Bad, and this is her song. What's this song called?
This is called Don't Give Me That. It's about men with terrible pickup lines.
Oh, nice.
And a response to that.
He said, hey, baby, nice to meet you. Can I get you something sweeter than that dry-looking scotch? I said, thank you, but I like it strong. Think I'll just carry on with what I've got. He's the kind of guy that gets his way. He's the kind of guy that doesn't change. Pull the trigger, start the race. If you wanna play, hit me with your A game. Don't give me that small talk, no. You only got one shot, go. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that, no. Oh, don't give me that. Cheap line, no. Just show me a good time, go. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. He said, well, baby, it was nice to meet you, and I do think I could please you for the rest of my days. I said, thank you, but you're moving fast, and I don't know if we could make this last. See, I'm the kind of girl that has smarts, not the kind of girl that falls apart. Pull the trigger, start the race. If you wanna play, hit me with your A game. Oh, don't give me that small talk, no. You only got one shot, go. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that, no. Oh, don't give me that.
Don't Give Me That.
Yeah,
Little
Don't Give Me
Good
That.
Bad. That's you have a lot of guys with a lot of cheesy pickup lines giving you a hard time at these nightclubs. What's up?
I think every woman does.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, so, yeah, that song was about, like, and it doesn't even have to be, like, a pickup line, but just, like, someone who's, like,
It's like
trying to
this-
get with you, but it's, like, really,
Yeah.
like, you can't do better than that.
Right.
Like, it's gonna require a little bit more game than that.
Try harder. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give me that, you know?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I really like that a lot. Very good song. Very
So-
catchy. I feel like something like that should be playing on the radio because I feel
Thank
like stuff
you.
that plays on the radio is garbage. And that's actually like decent, good
Thank you.
music. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that a lot.
You're welcome.
Well,
Thank you.
I think that kind of really speaks to Mighty Rachel.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
You know, I'm 5'3", but I am mighty.
yeah,
I am mighty.
like the Mighty Dachshund.
Yeah, like the mighty wiener dog. That's right.
Yeah.
It's not the size of the fight. It's not the size of the dog in the fight.
Right.
The fight and the dog. That's
So-
like my life's motto.
That's a good
Because
saying.
you gotta have fight, because life's hard.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
We all know.
It's
Especially
hard.
if you're not selling out right out of high school and actually trying to do something
It's like we're all
meaningful
poor.
in your life. Yeah.
It's like, and I like, we can all relate being poor. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's so good. We can relate.
You know what?
We're in this together.
I think life is hard for everyone. I really do. I mean, it's just we all got the
It's
same
probably true.
questions. Why the fuck are
Mhm.
we here? What do we do with our time while we're here?
Right.
And you know, how do we make the best of it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So thank God for music.
Oh my God,
Thank
this is the
God.
best.
Did you do a lot of shows around Pittsburgh? You travel around still?
Yeah, so the last 3 years I've been a full-time touring musician. And we've traveled around the country, really. I'm based out of Pittsburgh. I live here.
Yeah.
I live in like Friendship, East Liberty. And I'm going to be here for a lot of this summer, which I'm excited about because I'm usually gone for the summer. But we've got a few shows this summer and working on new music and this new show and some of these new additions that we've been talking about a bit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What you said you did a show last night. What was
Yeah.
that like?
We played at the Smiling Moose. It was really fun. It was actually just me and a dancer, so it was a
right.
unique setup. Usually, there are some other elements.
Well, you have some pretty complicated songs. How did you work that all out with the without the DJ and the drummer?
Well, I'm mighty.
You are my. That's,
Yeah,
that's,
I did it myself.
I'm learning
Well,
that.
yeah, for a long time, and that's like probably one of the biggest things I learned in LA. Like, I thought like someone was going to do it for me, or someone was going to help me be successful, or like discover me, or
Right.
But I realized pretty quickly that like you have to make it happen for yourself.
Sure.
And
Get
so
out there all over the
yeah,
place.
you just make it happen. You learn as you go. You fuck up, and then you dust yourself off and try again. So
Yeah.
I've been learning a lot more, like becoming a lot more independent. I'm starting to produce my own music, and it feels really good to like be like, you know what, I could do this by myself too.
Sure. Well, that's
Yeah, but I
that's
mean, I
great.
love collaborating, and I love the people I work with. But it's good to be independent within collaboration, just like a
Yeah.
relationship,
Yeah. Yeah, you're a very independent person, obviously. How'd you get into music? Did you go to school for it? When did you start? In high school? Were you dancing in front of a mirror at 6 years old? Like, what's up?
Oh yeah, I mean the hairbrush,
Oh, you had-
microphones,
yeah.
Spice Girls, like yeah, definitely. I was like a pretty intense. I mean, I still am pretty intense, but I was a intense little kid, and I didn't really know what to do with that. So I asked my mom to take me to the library back when like people had CDs and you'd go to the library to
Yeah.
get CDs. And I picked up some random CDs like Motown and like Ella Fitzgerald and stuff like that. And I just like locked myself in my room, and I just felt like those voices were speaking to me like you were talking about. And I felt like just like a moment of bliss. And I just kind of found my happy place and have been pursuing music since that moment, really. Yeah.
Did you go to school for music?
I went to a boarding arts high school my senior year of high school in the middle of Interlochen, Michigan.
What was boarding school like?
Are you familiar with robo trips?
No, I don't know what
Where
that is.
people get high off cough syrup.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Robo
I thought you said a rowboat trip.
Robo trips.
So boarding school was like being on a robo trip?
Well, so it's kind of strict, people like
oh,
live
yeah,
there.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was a day student, so I didn't get as involved. Like I would drive home at night because I lived near the boarding arts high school.
Yeah.
But like like everyone like that went there, they were kind of confined. It wasn't like a normal high school situation. So,
Yeah.
but that being said, they were also some of the most talented people from around the world. Like
Really?
amazing. Yeah, it was pretty classical based and musical theater and stuff like that. So I studied classical voice. My mom wanted me to be an opera singer.
An opera singer, really?
Yeah.
We'll talk about a niche.
Yeah.
Why did you avoid
That world is so not for me. Like I
Yeah.
hate like wearing stockings and pantyhose and stuff. Like fuck that.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
very
no.
conservative.
And it's like I like to write music and I like to break rules, and so I guess that's what led me to like jazz and then eventually like pop music.
Ooh, who in jazz do you like?
I love like all the vocalists, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah
Yeah.
Vaughan, and like Miles Davis and Coltrane and that kind of stuff too. I don't listen to jazz as much as I used to, but I have had 3 near-death experiences, and jazz played in my head during all of those experiences, which I find kind of interesting.
Wait, the same song or different songs? Or?
Different songs.
All right.
Yeah, and
Do you remember exactly which ones they were? or-
I remember one of them. I almost drowned.
oh,
Oh no.
I was
Oh, my
trying to
God.
surf.
oh God.
And I was somewhere I shouldn't be, and the waves got really big, and yeah,
Yeah,
it was a very humbling experience.
I bet.
And what was the song?
So you're drowning and heard
Yeah,
jazz music.
and I heard jazz music. Oh, what was the song?
I feel like you hear that "Hello, darkness, my old friend." Like, while you're drowning.
yeah, that's
Something like you have that.
that's a good one though. That's like that's like a great
Yeah,
drowning
the
near death
jazz
experience
music,
music.
yeah.
I'm gonna what was the song? It was like Nice and Easy. The other time it was Summertime.
Okay.
Summertime.
Oh,
Yeah.
Summertime and the living's easy.
Summertime and the
Yeah.
living is
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Oh, and one of them was one of my favorite songs. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. The sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Which is weird because I was about to
I have
die, but the
goosebumps.
song is
I
called
have
Feeling
chills.
Good.
Yeah, you have a beautiful
I know.
voice.
My
Thank
God,
you.
I love singing.
And
It's
that's
like I have a
100%
I have a
live.
Thank
karaoke
you.
voice. Like
Yeah.
I would never like be able to sound like you.
There's a time and a place for a karaoke voice. I'll
but
go
no, it's,
karaoke with you.
no, my voice is like I think I sound good, and I'm like I sound like a dying cat.
That is a good karaoke voice because when people take karaoke too seriously, it's not enjoyable.
Yeah,
You gotta just
you
like.
have to pick like easy ones. Like I always do Fiona Apple. That's a good one.
I love Fiona Apple.
But like you can't go for like the Whitney and like the
Oh, no.
Mariah Carey.
I feel like you could rock like Shania Twain. Like
And I've al-
Man, I Feel Like a Woman
I
or something.
did, and my go-to karaoke was always the Weather Girls. It's Writing Men.
Yes.
It's just a fun one.
Yes. Nice.
But no, your voice is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. That song is like, that was one of the first songs I learned. So maybe that's why I heard it like
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
It's like
I love jazz music. Have you
Soothing.
seen La La Land?
Okay. I really hated that movie.
Because it's a jazz aspect.
I know. And I wanted to
Okay.
like it. Did you like it?
I liked
heard
it, but I
such
hated the
mixed reviews.
ending. We won't.
Did
we won't
they
spoil
do
it.
a bad job making it real?
But he's like he
Oh.
wants to own like a jazz.
I
Whatever.
hated the intro. Like the intro.
my-
I was like,
No,
really?
I
like
like
this
the
is
whole
what-
thing.
That's so interesting.
I feel like La La Land is like this generation's Grease.
That's
is that like
so interesting.
ballsy to say?
I hope not. But I mean,
but I really enjoyed it.
I've heard like half and half reviews. Like either people loved it or hated it.
I loved it.
Yeah,
But
I
I
mean,
hated the ending. It made me cry.
different strokes for different folks. I'm into Ryan Gosling.
Oh yeah, we all
and,
are.
and like, if he can't make a movie, in my opinion, you just like looked
Yeah.
grossed out. Ryan's
Oh,
hot.
No, I don't know who.
Don't fight
who's
it.
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling is like one of the most beautiful men.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, look him
That's-
up.
Yeah.
It's worth a look.
I'll definitely check it out. No, for sure. So you're a big reader. You're a voracious reader. When did when did that start? Does that inform your music? Do you get ideas for like? I mean, I was listening to your album on the way over, and you do a lot of musical storytelling.
Yeah.
So how is
I love stories. I mean, I love stories that you were saying, like when we were talking earlier, I was interviewing
Hannah?
Yeah, because I mean, I like listening to people's stories. That's like what makes life interesting. We all have a story, and that's what songs are. They're stories, and movies are stories, and books are stories. So yeah, I love stories. I love to read. I like movies. I like TV too. But I go through different phases. Like I'm either in a TV phase or a movie or a reading phase. I'm in a reading phase right now.
Yeah.
So I've
Yeah,
got
you-
like 5 books I'm reading.
Okay, so you read several books at one time.
wow.
How does that work in your mind? Can you?
I have a lot of different personalities. So
Really?
depending on where I'm at, that's
So-
going to dictate what I read.
A little Sybil in the mix.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I was gonna say it's like schizophrenic. So you have like multiple personalities.
I would say probably borderline. Bipolar does run in my family. Mental illness runs in my family. I've put in a lot of time and work to, try to make healthy decisions and become a somewhat healthy adult. As
I think
healthy,
we all try.
We're all fucked up.
Yeah, I think everyone's fucked up a little bit.
Oh,
somewhat.
definitely. And if you're not, like, I don't really want to hang out with you.
Yeah, I feel like I like the damaged goods. Like I don't want someone's like, you're perfect. Like
Yeah.
I can't relate.
What do
to
we
you.
talk
I can't
about?
relate to you. So the weather outside
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
we can
can't.
talk about the weather during this commercial break.
Oh, can we? Oh, okay. I can't wait.
Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, food truck and catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheels.
You're listening to Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Looking for a DJ for your next party, corporate event, wedding, or special occasion? Contact Rich Who Entertainment, the official DJ of Idiot Radio. For free quote and information, give them a call at 412-266-1266. That's 412-266-1266. Rich Who Entertainment, DJs for all occasions.
For all your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort?
All right, and we're back with Rachel B. From Little Good Bad.
Yes.
And we're discussing a whole range of things. She even sung a little for us. It's been wonderful so far.
I think it's been fun too. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming. I was really excited. I was like, man, I want to have a band on. I want to make it more of a variety show, not just comedians. So I love my comedians.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you're really funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun the night we met. It was a weird night.
It was a weird night, and that kind of made it even more funny because like it was a weird vibe.
Oh yeah.
And I believe you started your whole set off with
no.
What was the line? Do you remember? Because it was amazing.
Oh no, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, all I remember was that I had two sets that night, and I tried really hard, but they wouldn't let us on the stage. They wouldn't turn up the microphone.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm a nervous person
Yeah.
to begin with, so
Yeah.
it just took my anxiety and shot it up to 100.
See, I found that kind of funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, right? And I rely on that to hopefully make people
there were
laugh.
two. I forget. It was some. I'm not going to say it exactly, but you started off your set with like, "So my sex doll."
Oh yeah, no, I was doing this running.
And I was like, yes.
Yeah, I was doing this running bit about building up a sex doll joke, because I got it for myself on Hanukkah.
Do you really have a sex doll?
Don't do that to my joke. I can
Okay, we won't go
never
there.
answer
Okay.
that question.
I mean, people have them for sure.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
And
they're
there's
getting better
I
at making
I saw
them.
a movie about this guy with one.
Oh, the Lars's
Yeah,
girlfriend.
yeah, that was
that's
an-
been around
that
for a
was-
couple
that was
of
an
years.
interesting-
Ugh, it's such a shitty movie.
It was hard to get through,
Yeah,
but the concept was
There.
entertaining.
Yeah.
And then I believe you opened your second set with.
Oh God.
Did anybody else have that weed cookie?
Well, by then it was hitting me so
And-
hard
and
that I didn't
had
know if I
also
could
had the
perform.
cookie,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious. I
That
thought you
was
were
great.
quite funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you have a favorite comedian?
Yeah, I've got all of them. I love
Favorite?
comedy so much. My favorite comedian, the first comedian who I heard a tape in the 80s and it made me laugh. It was Eddie Murphy Raw, and
Oh.
I should not have been listening to it. I was like 8 years old, but
Yeah.
it was I laughed. I
Yeah.
think I soiled myself.
Really? Is
Yeah.
that when you knew you were interested in comedy?
No, I have no interest in being a comedian. I'm doing this as a promote my novels and my writing.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
Mark, I got the idea from Mark Twain.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mark Twain was a comedian?
Yeah.
So
for
you
sure.
liked what's your favorite book?
I don't know, Cat's Cradle maybe. No, Catch 22 is my
Oh, okay.
definite. That's my go-to. I like to laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that
Laughing
one?
is a beautiful thing. Yeah.
It's an anti-war
Yeah.
novel. Yeah. It's an easy read too.
Funny.
Yeah.
What's another funny one?
Anything from Kurt Vonnegut Jr.
The Meaning of Life, or the.
I don't know.
You didn't read.
I
you
don't
didn't
read a
that?
lot.
Are you fucking with me now?
Yeah, a little
I'm
bit.
really confused as to if you read or not.
Yeah, no, I do. I read mostly self-help books now.
I read a lot of self-help books too, but it comes to a point where you just got to do it instead of reading about it, don't you think?
No, I disagree. The more I can avoid doing anything, the safer I will
So
be.
it's like you're mentally, okay, I'm going to do it. Okay.
What's
And
your
you're like-
favorite self-help book?
How to Masturbate by Dr. Stanley
that's-
Rubin.
That
It's like,
sounds like a
don't jump.
valuable self-help book.
Don't do it. Don't jump.
You know, you could also YouTube that.
I
and
don't
get it probably a lot
I-
faster.
They're not doctors, and I've seen porn, and I'm 99% certain that
There you
everyone
go.
in the pornos is doing it wrong. And most women that I talk to tell me
I
the
just
same
I just
exact
read a
thing.
book on this.
Yeah, did you? Oh, do tell.
And yeah, I mean it's acting.
Yeah.
And but you know what? There's a lot of artful pornography directed by women that if you wanted to
It's not just close-ups of the in and out, no?
if I were a man that were interested in what a woman might enjoy in bed, I would check out pornography done by women, not men.
Oh, no, for sure.
I
But
agree.
it's no good if we're trying to get off.
My Pornhub is like lesbian.
You
Mine's
know?
always like
good
lesbian
for
porn
you, and
big
I'll
tits.
take a mental note, but I mean the reality
Well,
is
We know what
that-
we're doing.
You're
not men.
supposed to get off by getting other people off.
Oh yeah, but when you're alone and just doing it by yourself and watching porn is the visual, because you can't feel it, you can't smell it, you can't really be a part of it. So you know,
but the,
I think
the
it's a
mental
different
aspect
dynamic.
is still very much a big part of it. I think I could get off just like thinking.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, that's how women are. That's why
Mhm.
your porn is like dirty novels and our porn is dirty pictures. Like you
Yeah.
like the idea, we like to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
we.
I
Yeah.
think it's a biological difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree because we're not like buying Playgirls left and right. You guys love Playboys, like it's
Oh
different.
yeah, I have like a no. I'm sorry.
And for us, it's more like she's
Bank,
got,
bank.
she's got great boobs. I wonder like how she got those. Like I wonder what her skin is beautiful. Like I wonder what regimen she uses.
I guarantee
Their
that's
beauty regimen right now.
that's what the men are thinking when
they
they're
really are.
That's what
Oh,
I'm thinking. Or like her
yeah.
ass is great. What exercises is she?
But
doing?
no, when I
Right?
do
Is
watch
she
porn,
doing
if, like a
Bikram?
girl's very
Yeah.
fit, I'm like, what are they doing?
Yeah, totally.
What's your diet regimen? Are you work? How many days do you work out?
Yeah.
That's
they
what I
do
think
like
too.
the stripper pole exercise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What does she
I-
do?
I
Are you
mean-
vegan? What do you eat?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I never have ever thought any of those whilst watching
Right.
porn.
Because we're bred to compete against
Yes,
one
we
another.
That fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You want to know what kind of shampoo she's using? No.
Maybe if she has really nice
Yeah,
hair, I guess.
like-
I mean, I'd more be interested in like who did her hair.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But I mean, I do think women are beautiful, and like I could see a woman, and like visually, if I see a beautiful person, like that'll turn me on too. Like,
Yeah.
for sure. But the mental aspect needs to be there as well. We need everything. We need
Yes, we
the
do.
conditions need to be
We're
right.
very-
Oh,
needy.
I'm
The
very
temperature
aware
needs
that
to be
women
right.
are complicated.
Oh,
You know, it's all got to be right.
like just love us.
Yeah.
Look at us. Give us attention. We'll be fine. Feed us.
So,
We'll be fine.
Rachel, Hannah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Joan Rivers,
Oh yeah.
go.
Joan Rivers.
She's the best.
She's a queen. She's the queen. And like
She's a shit-talking comedian.
I love people that are unfiltered because
Yeah.
it's hard to be unfiltered.
It
you know,
is.
we're all self-conscious.
Sure.
And she just said it. Like she would say the most outrageous things. She wasn't worried about hurting anyone's feelings. And I saw this one like her response to an audience person that like she said something that offended them and
Yeah.
they like they called her out on it. And she said, "Oh, what are you doing here? This is comedy." She said, "My husband killed himself. If I didn't make light of that, I wouldn't be here today. Get over yourself."
That's beautiful. That is the best response that a comedian
like-
can give.
Fuck yes, Joan.
But
Like,
yeah, when she
yes.
passed away, I was like, she was just like a living legend.
Yeah.
Just like one of the best.
And way ahead of her time. I mean, the stuff she was talking about, like as a woman, you know, in those times, like people weren't talking like that.
Mhm. They weren't.
Yeah. So I have a lot of respect for anyone who opens doors, like for change and like progression.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Love Joan Rivers. I love Tiffany Haddish. I'm like a big Tiffany Haddish fan right now.
Yeah.
Comedian.
What brought that around, Tiffany Haddish?
Because she's kind of similar.
Yeah.
She's a.
Did she pick up the torch that Joan dropped when she died?
I mean, I think there's a series of people.
Yeah.
Like I think Carol Burnett is one of those women.
gosh.
Chelsea Handler, you know.
Oh my God, Mama's
Joan.
Family?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she's a classic too.
Yeah. Tiffany Haddish is a beautiful black woman that is just radiating like love and
She's, like,
freedom
Blowing
and
up.
yeah. You just look at her and like it's like looking at the sun. She's like a light. She really is. You
Yeah.
should go home and watch
Girls
her-
Trip.
Yeah, Girls Trip
That
was
was
really funny.
Yeah, that was good.
And her interview on who took over Jon Stewart's show?
The Daily Show?
Trevor. Yeah,
Trevor
The Daily
Noah.
Show.
Oh, I love Trevor
Her
Noah.
interview with Trevor is hysterical. I was crying.
That's great.
It's really great.
Yeah.
And also inspiring. It's funny and inspiring without being sad.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's like a very upcoming comedian, but she's like already well known, but she's amazing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I want to. What was the name of the guy from Good Will Hunting that you
Oh,
like?
I love Matt Damon.
Yeah. Oh, I hate
What do
that
you think
guy.
of Matt
Oh
Damon?
my
See,
I
women.
don't like him.
Oh my god.
But I love Ben
Well,
Affleck.
Hannah's into.
I hate
But like, so
Ben
when I was
Affleck.
watching
Oh.
the
He
Martian,
ruins
like, okay, wait, what was that
everything.
movie?
Girl
Was it The
fun.
Martian? The Martian with
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
I was like, why won't you die? Like, just die. Like, he just annoyed me the whole
Gosh,
movie.
That's how I feel about Ben Affleck.
Really? Oh my
Yes.
god. But he just like
Yes.
has this like annoying. He's a very good actor. But
I
he just
think
has like
he's-
this annoying weirdness to him.
Oh, see, I like it. I like it
it's
a
like
lot.
Matt Damon. I just think like Matt Damon.
I think he's
like,
handsome. I feel like he's probably really intelligent and like he's married to like a very like normal woman. I feel like he's just like a good, honest, but like would also like, give it to you right kind of guy.
But I feel like maybe off screen, yes, but I don't like anything. Like, what's your favorite movie of his?
Well, Good Will Hunting is one of my favorite movies, which Scott looked like
But-
he was going to throw up when I told him.
But
Oh,
about
yeah.
Robin
it.
Williams,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Robin
sorry.
Robin
Williams
Williams
was
is-
better. That's just my opinion.
That movie to me, I don't know why, it was just really touching about like the human experience and
Yeah.
like about someone not reaching their fullest potential.
Mhm.
I just don't like to be sad. If it doesn't
But
make
yeah,
me
yeah,
laugh,
he
why am
did.
I? Why am I?
It was
involving
sad. I
myself?
cry every
Was
time
he
I
ever
watch
like
that
in a
movie.
funny movie? He was never in a funny movie.
Who? Robin Williams.
Matt
I've seen
Damon's
tons
in,
of funny
he's in
movies.
serious movies, but
Yeah.
I have a theory though. People are the opposite of what they seem, So people who are in sad movies are actually happy, and people that are always happy are actually sad.
Oh, that
Oh.
resonates because I
probably
mean,
is
all the
true.
comedians that I've ever met are like 2 minutes away from blowing their heads
Yeah,
off.
totally.
But then, okay,
for
look
sure,
at
Totally.
look
for
at
sure.
Heath Ledger when he played the Joker. Like he
Exactly.
was depressed.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, Matt Damon. I'm not a
Oh,
fan. but
I would,
go on.
I would marry him and
No,
do
Ben
him
Affleck's
any
like-
time of day. Either or.
So you didn't like.
He doesn't
Gone,
have to put a ring on it, but if he did, I would
You
accept.
didn't like Gone Girl? Have you seen Gone Girl?
I forget. But the accountant was treacherous.
Oh, I like the accountant. I liked it a lot because I just obviously I just find him attractive.
So you think Ben Affleck's hot?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Do you
Who
like Ben
doesn't?
Affleck? I can't stand
Oh
it.
no, the both of those
He, like,
guys
puts
from
cringe-
the beginning
But they're
of
like
their
besties,
career
though. Aren't
up
they besties?
right up
Yeah.
till Batman, I
Yeah.
could do without them both.
Batman,
Yeah,
like,
no, I don't like him as Batman. And I like Ben Affleck, but I don't like him as Batman.
My other favorite movie though, since you said you like funny stuff,
I love funny.
Best
Best
in Show.
Yeah, because I've read your mind.
Oh my
'cause
gosh.
I have
Best in
superpowers.
Show.
because I like dogs. And
Dogs.
That's a
Yeah.
good
okay,
one.
one of the best moments of my life, I went to a wiener
Do
dog.
you feel like they were making fun of you at all during the movie?
Oh yeah,
They're like dog mom.
but it's real.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
I went to a dog show. One of the best days of my life. I went to a wiener dog show.
Yeah.
There was like wiener dogs from all over the world. It was heaven. Like, it was heaven.
Did you see any type of wiener dog that you'd never seen before?
Every type of wiener dog.
But I
that
feel
you've
like they
never
all
seen
look the
before.
same.
No, they had long-haired,
okay.
short-haired, different colors, different wiener dogs from different parts of the world.
Different,
like,
different wieners.
different. Not all wieners are the same.
They are not.
Oh, God.
So
Hannah's keeping the
Understandable.
show dirty.
no, no.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
brought it up.
I mean, I'm helping.
all right. Well, that's good. You girls like that. That's fine.
But the show, the actual show that I went to was just like Best in Show. Like
Yeah.
the people were dressed up all dapper and they were so proud of their dogs and like they like bought special suits and,
And
like
you
my
know
God.
there's this dark backstory somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they can't find the squeaky toy and inside they're dying.
It's like the dog just bit someone backstage. Oh, they're good. They're good to go.
Or they're like drugging their dog with Xanax.
Basically, they probably are. They probably are.
I know I would have to get my dog to listen to that kind of show. These dogs are well behaved.
Yeah, they are.
And their little trots are like so cute the way they walk their
Mhm.
dogs. It's great. Yeah.
I
Best
would
in
love
Show's
to go to
great.
one of those because I'm a cat person, so I've been at a cat show and it was awesome.
Oh, they have cat shows?
Mhm.
Is it similar to a dog show?
Do they do
But
any
like it's
tricks?
more like no, they don't. But it's more like how they look and like their fur
Okay.
and like how they. But they kind of do like tricks and stuff. But
Huh.
I love cats and like I know people are allergic to them. there was all these cats, and I felt like my eyes were just like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the dander and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was awesome because I love cats.
Yeah.
But you should have seen some of these cat ones. Like
I bet they're beautiful.
The merchandise you bought there was like cat shirts, like bedazzled with
Those
cats
people
on
make a
it. I
killing.
was like, I need some of these
Yeah.
because I love cats.
Yeah, I mean, cat and dog, like, it's cult following.
Mm-hmm.
For
so,
sure.
Rachel,
Yes.
what smell do you prefer better? Because smells linked to memory and all sorts of crazy stuff in the human mind. So what's better, lavender or chocolate chip cookies?
Oh, gosh. You picked my two favorites.
Yeah.
And that's really going to depend on my mood. Like, if I'm high, chocolate chip cookies.
All right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But, like, if I'm chilling, like, lavender really does de-stress you. And I
Sure.
love the smell of lavender. Yeah.
it's calming.
So I guess it depends if I'm fucked up or not.
Well, I mean, would it also correlate with like happy and sad? Like you know, when you're happy, you want to eat chocolate chip cookies. When you're sad, you'd rather smell lavender.
I don't know. I think most women are emotional eaters.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Yeah, they are.
No, I don't know. It's more like just if I'm chilling at home by
Yeah.
myself, lavender.
Right on.
But like if I'm hungry or maybe like I said, like, you know, a little bit high or something, probably chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
I will say the smell. I don't eat bacon, but the smell of bacon I feel is like amazing.
I'm a vegetarian. And
That'll
I'm
do it, but
probably one of the only people in the world that doesn't like the smell of bacon. It grosses me
I haven't
out.
eaten bacon in years, though, but I love the smell of it.
Yeah, most people do. I don't, but I do understand the
Yeah.
like.
It's just like you wake up and you smell it and you're like, all right, I'm up. I
They
smell
make bacon candles.
What?
Yeah, like bacon scented
I
candles.
don't know if I
Yeah,
like
I was
that.
thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. One of my friends has a joke about different smelling candles. So you could definitely get lavender, and you could probably get
Oh, I
chocolate chip
have
cookie.
lavender.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could get chocolate
Yeah.
chip cookie.
I like
Well, they
sandalwood.
make everything.
I
The
like
Yankee
sandalwood,
Candle
too.
Store, they have Rainbow's End. What does Rainbow's End smell like?
Right?
Oh,
They could
wait.
just make that
and
up.
They
who
have-
decides?
The Yankee Candle has one that's tailgate. What does tailgate smell like?
Beer.
Throw up in like
Bratwurst.
Yeah.
Heinz Field on a Sunday.
Yuck, that's not something I want to know.
Rainbow's End or like Shooting Star. Like, what is that?
I think
smell
that'd be a
like?
really fun job though. Like
Yeah, it would.
naming
Name this kid.
crayons and candles. Like sign me up. Yeah.
That'd be your post-retirement after you hit the.
Everyone loves candles.
Yeah, I would
Men,
do that.
Women. My twin brother, I think he has more candles than like any person I know.
I like candles. I like incense too.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Do you like candles, Scott?
Yeah. I usually.
What's
I
your
have
favorite? What's your favorite scent?
I have bed sheets that it's called it's
Like
a
clean
Yankee,
cotton or
yeah, like
something?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
It's a candle that's called bed sheets.
Yeah, or cotton sheets. It's something about that. It smells all cottony and nice, and I like that when I do my
Interesting.
workout.
Interesting. They're making candles now, like with the scent of your home, like the state of Michigan
I
candle.
thought it
Oh,
went the
God.
really.
Which I'm wondering how they
It's like,
define.
what would
yeah, like,
bottle up a state?
yeah. I feel like Vermont, you like maybe maple syrup,
Yeah.
but like
Oh,
Michigan,
yeah.
I'm not sure like what encompasses Michigan. I know where I'm from, Traverse City. It's cherries, so a cherry candle, but I
But
don't.
wouldn't they just
We
call
would be
that
like,
cherry candle?
Pittsburgh. What
Yeah,
would
I
Pittsburgh
guess they
smell
would,
like?
or they'd like fancy it up
Food.
something cherry,
wait.
you know,
Yeah.
like.
It would be a Permanis candle. It smelled
Yeah,
like a
yeah. Seriously, that is what it would be, or like a pierogi candle.
Yeah. Wait, I'm Polish, so I'm all
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
Have you seen the pierogi truck going around?
Where?
No, but Pittsburgh has some amazing food.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing I really like. About
There's a lot of
Pittsburgh.
food trucks around here. Very good.
Yeah, I love food trucks. Love food trucks.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you could be a superhero, which superhero would Mighty Rachel be?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, I think I would like to heal people.
Okay.
I would like to heal people. I would like to help people, especially like the older I get, like the more I'm interested in serving others and less I'm interested in thinking about myself. Which is a good place to be, because when you think about yourself, like you're not really happy.
I love
You know?
that.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh,
nice
yeah.
because it's like if you have a superpower, people think about what they want to do. That's so nice.
Well, and my mom has chronic pain, so I would heal her first because she's amazing, and then I would just heal everyone.
You wouldn't just run around like a badass like Jessica Jones?
Well, I would run around like a badass healing people.
right.
I'd be like a peaceful warrior.
Awesome.
Yeah, in a sexy
Oh.
costume.
The FDA and all of them, they would hate you. know?
Yeah, they would.
Right.
I would be killed. But as far as like, I do really like movies and the shows that are on Netflix, like the Marvel series.
Oh yeah.
I loved Luke Cage
Right.
and Jessica Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch Jessica Jones? I feel like you would like Jessica Jones.
I think I saw some episodes. Is that same chick that was in Breaking Bad? Am I thinking of something else?
No, I forget her name.
She has
She's
like dark hair.
She's dark hair. She's kind of oddly attractive. I forget her name.
I don't know.
But I think I know.
But
yeah, but I have
she's a badass, and she
Yeah.
has like like limitless strength, so she can fuck people.
I think
up.
I did see like the first couple episodes of the season, but what happens is I try to get into a show, and then I always just get back into a show I always like.
Yeah, like what? What's the show you always like?
Like The Office and Parks and Recs. And
Okay,
Seinfeld
totally.
and
I love Seinfeld. I love Curb
Always
Your
Sunny.
Enthusiasm.
Curb
you know
Your
what?
Enthusiasm.
Everyone loves Always Sunny. It doesn't do
You don't
it
like
for
Charlie?
me. It doesn't do it for me, and I feel like I should like it. I feel like it's up my alley, but I just.
Did you ever eat one of those cookies and watch it? Because I thought it was stupid until I got baked and watched
Maybe-
it, and I
maybe
was
I have
like,
to do
"Oh my
that.
god, these guys are brilliant!" Because they're always
But
talking
like,
about.
I don't want to have to be high to enjoy something. To me, if I have to be fucked up to enjoy something, it's not that great.
No, I don't
Okay.
know what they do, but I just feel like it's just such stupid comedy, like
Yeah.
and like kind of fucked up. It's like
Yeah.
who's writing this?
Yeah.
But then you think it's like no one's writing something like this.
Yeah.
So that's why I like it.
Yeah, I mean that's how I feel about like Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh my god.
Like it's stupid.
Yes.
And like some people would say like every episode's the same, but it's like no, it's like life.
Yeah.
It's like those
I would say,
little
like,
weird
Seinfeld's-
nuanced things.
Yeah, Seinfeld's probably like my top.
My dad is basically Larry David.
But like I want to go to
I think
like
my dad's basically
I want
Larry
to go
David.
to like they have like Seinfeld like trivia nights. And I was like I feel like I would love that.
Oh, I'll go to that. Yeah, I love Elaine.
Oh
They're,
my
they're all
gosh.
great. Kramer, I mean, they're just they're perfect. They're just perfect.
So you have you got some upcoming shows. You doing? What are
Yeah.
you doing this summer? How
a
far
good
do you,
question.
how far do you plan ahead? I'm usually about 6 weeks ahead on who I'm gonna have next on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for a while, I was a year ahead.
That's hard to do.
It's really hard, especially because I do a lot of it myself.
right.
But right now, I'm really focused on new music and like a new show.
Yeah.
So I'm not booked out as far.
All right.
So what's our next thing? I even have to. We're playing Lady Fest, which
Oh.
you should come.
I'm definitely gonna see you like
Yeah.
immediately.
You should
What
come.
and where is Lady
It's at
Fest?
Spirit
Okay.
Lady Fest on June 16th. It's a Saturday,
Right on.
and then we're
What time
playing.
does
oh,
that
we're playing.
start?
Ooh,
The Lady Fest.
ooh.
Like 8?
I think we play at 9:30.
Okay.
But I don't know when it starts. It might be an all day thing. You'll have to go online and see.
Right on.
And then we're playing Deutschtown Music Festival in July.
Deutschtown?
Yeah.
Do you have to change your music? Does it have to have a
Deutschtown.
German theme?
I hope
You
not.
got a
No,
polka?
no. They have like all. No, it's a great festival.
All right.
No, I'm not doing any German music.
Right on.
And then we're playing Veg Fest, playing that in front of the movies, the Dollar Bank concert series thing that they do
Oh yeah,
at Flagstaff. That was fun. We did that last year.
that's awesome.
We played Thrival Festival last year, which was probably a highlight last year.
Why? Why?
Oh,
What
it was
made it
so
better
fun.
than everything else?
Because it was an amazing festival. The headliners were like Logic, Kiara, Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
amazing.
Yeah, they rode us from in a golf cart to the stage.
Yeah?
That was cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. And it was an amazing festival. It was a huge turnout. Carrie Furnace is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to Carrie Furnace? You got to go.
Is that in
It's
Pennsylvania?
like it's in Swissville. It's like the
Okay.
oldest steel mill or something.
Oh.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Awesome.
I'll have to check it
If
out.
you Google it, like it's really beautiful, and it was a really cool
There's a
place
lot
for
of
a concert.
Beautiful places in Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania.
There really are. There really are. So yeah, we got some fun shows coming up this summer. If people are interested, they can check out littlegoodbad.com, which I'm glad we're talking about this because I need to put the newest shows up there right now because
Sure.
we just finished up the ones that are up there. But yeah, they can find us at Little Good Bad and stuff on social media and come out to a show.
Awesome. I know that you and I are friends on Instagram, so you've got an Instagram. Do you have a
Yes.
Twitter?
I do. I tweet.
Do you want to do your Twitter name for followers or not?
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's at Lil Lil Good Bad.
Awesome.
Everything else is at Little Good Bad, but
Yeah.
on Twitter it's Lil.
You have to do
Awesome.
Lil.
You know, like old school.
Lil.
Lil. Yeah.
Lil.
Yeah. Little Good Bad was taken. Some fucker that's not using it.
That's so weird.
I know.
Oh well. Well, anyway, it's been so much fun hanging out with you, Rachel.
Really? Has
Yeah,
it?
yeah. No, I'm having a great time.
Oh, good.
I am for sure.
Thank you
And
guys for having me.
You're so
you
welcome.
guys are
So
fun.
welcome.
You're a lot of fun.
No, you're
Yeah.
awesome. I'm
Thank
going to
you.
see your next show for
Thank
sure.
you. Thank you.
All right, so you've been listening to Scotty Presents. I'm Scott Israel.
Scotty present.
We have Hannah Sarver,
Hi.
Todd DeFazio on drums, and not as always, as our special guest, we had Rachel B. from Little Good Band. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Scotty. Scotty presents.